In this film, three freshman students from different places and backgrounds will discuss their perception of Dawson Hall as they are staying in this building.
Michael. I'm 18. My major is agriculture with an emphasis in animal science, and I'm a freshman.
And where do you live?
Dawson Hall.
My name is Dominique Heath. I'm a biology major here at Lincoln University, and I'm 18 years old. And I'm a freshman.
My name is Alan Bradley. I am 18 years old, and I live in Dawson Hall, and I'm from Atlanta, Georgia. My major is computer information systems.
What are some of your experiences here in Dawson Hall?
Some experiences that I've had in Dawson Hall are like noise complaints, holes in the wall, nasty bathrooms. It's like all types of stuff. It's crazy.
What are some of your experiences here in Dawson Hall?
They have been interesting experiences. It's very different from home because it's so messy here and compacted with like a whole bunch of people.
What are some of your experiences here in Dawson?
Some of my experiences here are meeting new people, making new friends, hanging out with them here in Dawson Hall. We had Nerf gun fights, paintball fights, a lot of things.
What's the worst experience you have had living in Dawson?
It was 3 wasps in our window, and they came through like a little. It's still up there. It's like 2 holes in the screen, and the wasp came in here, and we don't know how long it's been in this room, but the wasps, like, they just came out and they just started flying. And when we complained to the Dawson duty phone, they were like, "Oh, we'll get somebody to come up there and get it," or they'll think about switching rooms, but that never happened. We had to get one of our friends to come all the way from Perry just to kill the wasp, just to get the situation under control, and our screen still isn't fixed.
What is life like here in Dawson Hall?
Well, it's kind of hard to do work and everything because at night people don't know how to go to sleep. It's like people are always up, and then either there's a fight outside or the fire alarm's going off. It's like so many complications with Dawson Hall.
What is life like here in Dawson Hall for you?
Life here is really flip-flop. Like, sometimes it has good times, and sometimes it has bad times, more bad than good. Only because, like, things like fire alarms, people playing loud music all the time, like, just not being respectful of other people.
What is life like here in Dawson Hall?
Life here in Dawson Hall is wild.
What are some adjustments you had to make because of the living conditions?
Well, this one time, Dawson Hall air conditioning was cut off. It's like at the beginning of the semester, and it was so hot, and like I had to accommodate because like it's hot in the building, so I had to get like fans and stuff to keep the room cool and everything.
What are some adjustments you had to make because of the living conditions?
Some adjustments I had to make was the shower. Like, our shower is, they don't keep it up, so like when it's messy, I have to like pack I have to pack my clothes up in my school bag and go downstairs to another level just to use another floor shower.
What are some adjustments you had to make because of the living conditions?
I had to buy better headphones, louder headphones.
What is the craziest or weirdest thing that you have experienced or seen so far in Dawson?
The bathrooms. I've never been in an environment where people are so trifling. Sorry to say, but people are trifling.
What's the craziest or weirdest thing that you have seen in Dawson?
The weirdest, one of the weirdest, the craziest is the fire alarms. Like, the fire alarms would like go off so randomly, and everybody would have to go outside, and then they would like come on the intercom like, if you don't come outside, you'll be charged. Like, that's crazy. I've never heard that before.
Craziest thing about Dawson?
How people do not sleep here.
Do you feel like your complaints and concerns have been met by Dawson staff?
Not really, because when I talk to like my RA that's supposed to be like the head and supposed to help me with things, it's like he takes his time about it, and sometimes it'd be really urgent, and it seems like he doesn't really care like that.
Do you feel like your complaints and concerns have been met by the Dawson staff?
No, I don't. Because we had wasps in our window, and it's still a hole in our window. We complained multiple times that day, and like days after, and it's just like little stuff that we would say is broken, but it's still not fixed.
Do you feel like your complaints and concerns have been met by the Dawson staff?
The conditions of the bathroom were something that was always a problem and continues to be a problem, but that was basically it. And that problem sort of resolved itself.
Can you go into depth about the bathrooms?
The bathrooms are always dirty. People left their duties in them, and no one ever really took the time to clean it out, left dirt, hair, all kinds of things like that. But I don't really have any complaints and concerns. I mean, I do have complaints and concerns, but to be honest, I have headphones as well, so.
Do you feel like the living condition of Dawson affects you school-wise?
Yes, because sometimes when I have to do my homework or I have to study later or anything, again with like the noise, like, and then sometimes when I have to sleep, because I know I have an exam in the morning, people want to be loud and bang and slam doors and etc. etc.
Do you feel like the living conditions of Dawson affects you school-wise?
Yes, school-wise, because people, like with what I said previously with the loud music, like people will be so loud and people will like bang on walls and slam doors and stuff, so that means that I can't sleep, and like it would keep me up late. And like when I had PT, like I have to wake up early already, and then so I like to have my sleep and then being waking up just to wake up early. It doesn't mix with staying up all day with school.
Do you feel like the living conditions of Dawson affect you school-wise?
No.
Such as the fire alarms and stuff like that?
Not at all.
How would you describe your stay at Dawson being here both semesters?
I would say it was definitely a learning experience.
How would you describe your stay at Dawson Hall being here both semesters?
I think that I wouldn't. After this, I'm done with staying here. Like, from the beginning, I was just like, I can't wait to move, since I experienced what the other residence halls look like compared to this one and how people upkeep it.
How would you describe your stay at Dawson being here both semesters?
I mean, at first it was bad, but I learned to adapt to my surroundings, so it's not as bad now.
Would you recommend Dawson Hall to anyone?
No. No.
Recommend Dawson Hall to anyone?
No.
Would you recommend Dawson Hall to anyone?
Not really. I think that they should try to renovate or tear it down and build something better, because I feel like this is supposed to be a college and it's like they have to do better.
What do you think about Dawson?
I think that they need to start enforcing rules about cleanliness and how they want things to be ran here, because nobody takes them seriously, so they don't respect it like it should. Like it would be a fine place to live if people would just take care of it. Like take care of the elevators, like simple stuff, like take care of the bathrooms, take care of the shower, even take care of your room. Like it's just simple stuff that they don't do.
What are some improvements that can be made to Dawson?
Some improvements, such as the elevator keeps getting stuck, the fire alarm keeps going off, even though sometimes like somebody didn't pull it, it would still go off. Like just tiny technical things. And like downstairs in the washer and dryers, some of the washers and dryers keep messing up. Like that could be fixed.
What are some improvements that can be made?
The building itself is really old, so if they could fix a lot of the infrastructure and things around in the building, the older things, pretty much the whole building, I guess in that point, it would be a lot better of an experience.
Do you think any improvements can make Dawson better?
Yes, I do. I think that some improvements can be just the rules, because you can't really help the people, even though you can sort of in a way, but since you can't help the people, at least try to put stuff in place to make people want to do the right thing.
Did Dawson Hall have any effect on how your school year went? Do you think it could have been better?
Yes, I think it could have went better if I was living. If I was living in Anthony, I feel like I would have had a whole different school experience.
Living here in Dawson affect the way your school year went?
No, it did not. I still had a great school year, regardless if I lived here or not.
Do you feel like living in Dawson affect your school year in any ways?
It did, because I do have to live here, so I have to endure with all the negatives that comes with Dawson Hall. But overall, my school year's been okay.
Using only 3 words, describe Dawson.
Crazy, wild, ridiculous.
Using only 3 words, describe Dawson.
Dirty. Childish. And the trap. That's 2, but whatever.
Using only 3 words, describe Dawson.
Dawson. Crazy. Sublime. And interesting.
Living in Dawson comes with a lot of ups and downs. The building is run down and overlooked. Despite the fact that Dawson is not the best building, we as residents living in Dawson have to want better as a whole. We have to treat our building like home and with the respect that we want from others. We have to do better and take action responsibilities for our messes and help with solutions. Even though Dawson doesn't really compare with the other dormitories on campus, doesn't mean we can't fight for it. We are stronger together than shifting the blame.